Shalom, 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 Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahshua, Bashim, Chakadash, the more honest to the apostles, the elder GMS, Wu, outside teach you, Hakim out there, pushing the word and truth in the city, risking freedom in your life to do so, also not and never before. Seeing that we're close to the end. This is, brothers just put it in the chat, is insightful information about, the days of trouble, what's going on in the world right now. You got to stay on top of it. You got to follow it. So it says for military.com, which is like a reputable military website, says Air Force families must be prepared for a catastrophic event amid shift to potential specific conflict, service chief says. So what he's saying is, there might be, it might be a conflict in the East right now. It might be a conflict in the East, so you got to prepare for it. It says Air Force Chief of Staff General David Alvin told airmen in a newly released memo that officials are focusing on updating family and mental health resources for airmen as they continue to highlight the urgent preparation needed for a potential future conflict in the Pacific. So they're trying to get the families ready mentally for a potential war that's going to take place in the Middle East. The minds of the people, or at least the chief ones, military commanders, is set to a war, a coming war. That's what they're thinking about. That's what's on their mind. And it's going to happen. It says the memo provided first to military.com and shared publicly Tuesday was titled Refocusing Family Readiness amid the Air Force's latest shift to reorganize the force for great power competition. The service's term for increased spending and strategy against adversaries such as Russia and most notably China, it offered an inward look at how it plans to support airmen and families during the sweeping changes. While our efforts to prepare the force for future challenges are essential, they would be incomplete without a parallel focus on family readiness. In order to meet the moment in this time of consequence, we need to ensure that families and communities connected to the Air Force are well prepared as our service members for the possible challenges that lay ahead. So they're pretty much giving, preparing you mentally for what's about to take place. And what's about to take place. Salakia, this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing for the children of thy people. Michael, the angel, the archangel, which is like the warrior angel, is there to defend. He's going to stand for the children of Israel, all right? Daniel was an Israelite. And Daniel's people are Israelites, all right? Children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people should be delivered. Every one that should be found written in a book, right? So, the elect is going to be delivered out of these tribulations and these troubling times. This is Revelations 11:14. The second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly, right? So the Second World War is past. That was like around between 1930s and 1940s. And now here we are, 2024, and it's brewing. It's like in full gear. It's like once you roll a stone down a hill, a snowball. It's a snowball effect. Once you roll a snowball down a hill, it becomes a bigger ball. Bigger ball. Next thing you know, it's unstoppable. So the trajectory of where we're going is imminent for war. You see? It says the memo provided first to military.com and shared publicly Tuesday was tight. See, it was first sent to military.com. And I'm sure, airmen received this email that they had to mentally prepare for what's about to come. It says a number of programs have been rolled out and revamped in recent months, and Alvin hinted that others are currently underway, including combining Air Force's True North programs and operational support team programs to best support airmen and their families. Alvin pointed to the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks when he was serving as a squadron commander at Grand Forks Air Force Base, North Dakota, as an example for how collectively unprepared service members and their families were for that change. We cannot afford to be in that situation again, Alvin wrote. The insights I gained then have been validated in the years since and serve as motivation for what in the Air Force community need to strive to achieve when it comes to family readiness. Sweeping changes to the Air Force came earlier this year in February. Alvin and other departments of the Air Force rolled out numerous changes ranging from bringing back warrant officers, reorganizing training organizations, and creating new offices. The changes all underscore the need to prepare for looming conflict, potential control and invasion of Taiwan by Chinese communists. And that's not the only one, man. All right? This is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 5. But of the time and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Right, man? So the day of the Lord, or the day of these destruction, the day of these calamities, is going to come like a thief in the night. When a thief is coming, the thief is not going to let you know that he's coming. His element, his strength is the gift. His strength is the element of surprise. Okay, the fact that he can catch you off guard. And the Heavenly Father, the day of the Lord is comparable to a man that's going to rob you at night. You ain't going to see that man coming. And you're going to get hit and swept. And that's a lot of our people who are not paying attention to the times. Therefore, when these times come, they're going to be caught, as the saying go, with their pants down. Not enough time to catch themselves and get right, It said, for when they should say peace and safety, then son's destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. Right, man? So, they say, the world is saying peace and safety right now. But as you can see, man, according to this article, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Air Force family must be prepared for the catastrophic events amid shift to potential specific conflicts, service chief says. And it's the service chief. He's telling people, man, prepare mentally, physically, get your mind right, because the days of darkness are at hand. This thing with Taiwan, China wanting to take Taiwan primarily for the chips that they make, the semiconductors. That's a stronghold in the world. You got this conflict in the Middle East right now with Iran and Israel. That's brewing, and that might pop any day now. You know what I'm saying? So they're letting it be known, man. Get your mind right, because you might get called in for this fight. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim El Shah, Bashim Chakadash, the ones that are apostle. This is your Messer Ruel, Titus, Yuakin, Tenezu, Shalom.